Breathe in. Move. Listen. Invite Jesus to your space. Welcome to a full upper body and core strengthening workout. We'll start at the back of our mat, tuck our toes. Start to work out the shoulders, round up and away from the ears, bringing some nice circulation to the deltoids, to the chest, pectoral muscles. Reverse the circle at any time or start to make big arm circles. On your next breath, inhale, reach high to the sky. We'll exhale, squeeze the scapula blades together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. One breath, one movement. Get ready to move right into the tricep here. Let's drop the right arm back. Press through that right tricep. Take a deep breath in and switch sides when you're ready. Full belly breath in. Start to unite that breath with your movement. And then we'll come to all fours. Nice tabletop pose. Start to press up into our downward facing dog. First downward dog of the day. So let's be kind to our body, bicycle out anything tensious or tight, wag our tail feather, take up some space on your mat. And then let's go into the shoulders. So take the right hand to the center of the mat, left hand goes behind the spine. Take a deep breath in and let those chests fall towards the thighs. You may even choose to grab onto the opposite ankle if it feels good here. Switch sides when you're ready. Deep belly breath in and a long exhale out. Feel the softening of the calves, the connection to the earth of the feet behind. And then prepare for your plank pose by shifting forward, shine the light through the crown of the head, drop the knees to the earth, and get ready for our tricep push-ups. Pull up those feet, elbows tuck in, nice and strong. We're down and up. Where's the breath here? The exhale is on the hardest part, which is the lift. Very important to keep those elbows tucked into the rib cage. The spine is long. Shine the light through the crown of the head all the way to the tail. And a few more here. You're doing a great job. Exhale on the lift. Pull the belly right up into the spine. Get lots of connection with the core. Tuck the toes and press back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Reset your breath and move right into tricep dips. Elbows come and connect to the earth. We have equal pressure right and left. If this is a little bit difficult, we may choose to drop our knees and modify from here. Remember the breath. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay with it, steady and strong. Elbows right in line with the shoulders, in line with the wrists. Inhale forward to plank, drop the knees, pick up the toes, tricep push-ups, round 2. Here we go. Down and lift. Exhale on the lift. Inhale, lower. Nice long spine. The neck is a natural extension of the spine as we shine a light through the crown of the head. Great job. When the mind gets in the way, focus on the breath. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Navel up into spine. Strong arms. Strong core. And last one. We'll tuck the toes, head back to our downward facing dog, reset the breath, and move right to tricep dips. Elbows down and lift. Good. Exhale on the hardest part. Inhale on the lower. Stay strong through the upper body, strong through the triceps and shoulders. If you're getting tired, drop those knees for modification. We want equal play right to left, equal weight in both arms. Breathe into it. You've got this. Well done. Take a rest back in child's pose. Take whatever time your body needs, roll out your wrists, and meet me back in our next exercise, elbow plank lifts. Modified here by putting the knees to the earth, or pick the knees up off the earth, down, down, up, up. The most important part about this exercise is imagine that you have a glass of water on your upper back and your lower back, and you're trying not to spill a drop. We're working only through the arms, pulling the navel right up into the spine and giving a strong core connection as we work the upper body and breathe. Alternate elbows to make sure that we're not favoring one side or making one stronger than the other, keeping balance to the body. One more to go. Finish off nice and strong. Great job. Press back into your downward facing dog. Reset your breath. Get ready for the next exercise. Roll out onto the toes, plank pose. Sink the hips to the earth. Untuck your shoelaces. Give a nice upward dog stretch as we prepare for our upward dog tricep push-up. When you're ready, tuck up your toes. Find your plank upward dog. And then bend and hinge only at the elbows. So we take it down, flat spine, shine the light through the crown and back up. Exhale on the hardest part, the lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Again, we can modify this posture by dropping our knees to the earth, giving ourselves a break when necessary, and honoring and respecting our bodies. There's this fine balance between no challenge, no change, pressing ourselves to the next level, perseverance, but also listening, backing off to prevent injury. Take it back to downward facing dog. Reset the breath. Drop the knees down. Get ready to pick up your weights as we move into some more upper body. Up with the lift and down with the lower. Straight arms. Open up your heart. Lead with intention. Can you take a moment to check where the core is here? Is the belly up into the spine? Can you feel that zipping up of tight jeans through the pelvic floor? The shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. And really tune into the breath. Get ready on this next lift. Bring your weights forward and exhale down. So up with the lift, bring it forward and down. Find this continuity through crown to tail. If your knees are starting to bother you at all, you could stand up, you could walk with this, you could sit back into the feet or the toes. But remember to continue to isolate the core, head over heart, heart over pelvis, shoulders are down away from the ears. The key to any of these exercises is to stay with the breath, listen to your body. If the body starts to fatigue and you're falling out of alignment, then drop the weights and just move the arms only. Get ready to reverse this process. We'll do one more right here, and then let's reverse it. Lift up and open and down. Good. Lead with intention. Open the heart. Shine light through the crown of the head. Where is your core? Can you feel that belly pull up into the spine? Can you relax the shoulders away from the ears and let the muscles do the work? Letting go of tension in the neck or head or cervical spine. Just a few more to go here. Up, open, and down. Now lift all the way up to a T and begin to move your weight small little circles backwards. Let go of the stress and tension in the shoulders. It may start to creep up into the ears, so take a conscious breath and an effort to release it. Hold steady and strong. Move into a chest press by touching the elbows in and out. Exhale, inhale, press and open, press and open. Good. Remind ourselves of that head over heart, heart over pelvis, zipping up tight jeans, and contracting our core to the center of the earth. Tiny pulses here. Pulse it out, elbows touch. Press, press, press. Get ready to hold those elbows together. Now lift and lower. Lift and lower. Consciously be aware of those elbows coming in line with the shoulders, not to lower too far. And then when you're ready, we'll hold it right here and give me tiny pulses. Lift, lift, lift. Let the weights work. Shoulders out from the ears. Pull the belly up into the spine. You're strong. Breathe. Way to go. Drop it behind the head. We'll go right into tricep lifts. Elbows are in line with the shoulders, and we're just bending at the elbow joint itself. Isolating into the muscle of the tricep. We exhale on the hardest part, which is the lift. Exhale and inhale. Single tricep lift. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and notice where your core is. Can you pull the belly up into the spine? If the mind starts to get in the way, make some adjustments. Stand up, walk around, but keep good alignment and form. Follow your breath and stay strong through the tricep muscle. Last one here, and then we'll give it a nice pulse with those weights. So pay particular attention that the elbow is in line with the shoulders. We're moving at the tricep muscle only. Press, belly pulls into spine, core is strong. And release it all the way down. Turn the palms out, elbows tuck in. We'll lift and lower. So extending and anchoring the elbows right back into the hips. Isolating some parts of the bicep, a little bit of shoulders. Exhale on the lift, which is the hardest part. One more single, and then double time. Pulse, lift, breathe. Stay with your intention, your focus, and your determination. We are almost there. Get ready to isolate the arms, hold right in the center, make connection with the weights by bringing them in and out. Exhale, inhale. Good. Can you find the alignment once again? Head over heart, heart over pelvis, zipping up tight jeans, contracting the abs to the center of the earth. Focus, breathe, persevere. You've got this. Walk around, make any adjustments necessary to keep moving, keep breathing, and keep focusing. Last one. Then hold your weights out, bring them back to center, bicep lifts, up and down. Exhale, inhale. Good. Again, make any adjustments, whether you need to sit back into the heels, stand up, walk around, or find a kneeling posture. Head over heart again, heart over pelvis. So essential to pull the core right up into the spine. Contract. Exhale and inhale. Breathe. Focus your attention on the lengthening and strengthening of the bicep muscle. We'll begin to lower down, release that bicep. Prepare for our T posture again. Turn the palms forward. Give me tiny pulses forward, beach ball presses. This is where you're going to really feel it. If the body starts to compromise in alignment, drop the weights and stay with the movement of the body. Press, 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 press. You're doing a great job. Just a few more. And hold, rotate the arms backwards and beach ball press back. Press, press, press. Because we've rotated the shoulder, your shoulders may want to start to creep up into your ears. So pay particular attention to drop them away from the ears. Isolate the muscle, pull the belly up into the spine. Make the transition by turning the palms up and touch the weights to the top of the shoulders and extend. So the breath again on the hardest part is on the exhale, drawing in and opening out. Again, make any adjustments with your body, whether you're kneeling, standing. Feel what feels good for you to continue the exercise, continue to keep the mind strong over the body. A few more to go. Isolate that bicep, shoulders away from the ears. Put a smile on your face. We are almost there. You've done such a great job today. Stay with it, stay strong. Rotate your wrists down, hold your T. You've got this. Don't let the weights drop. Lift, 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 lift. Open them up and reach for the heaven. You did it. We've arrived. We are home. Nice job. Let's move into all fours into a spinal balance. Put one weight into the left hand and start to lift and lower. Isolating the core, pulling that belly up into the spine. Pay particular attention to the leveling of your hips. Don't let one hip drop higher or lower. This asana is about length. While we add some strength, let's start to pulse both arm and leg. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale, inhale. Keep the breath fluid and strong. Shoulders align with the hips, belly up into the spine. Hold here, helicopter out, one arm and one leg, bring to center. Exhale and inhale. Now, if I'm going too fast, feel free to slow this down. Not necessarily speeding it up, because it's all about precision and control. Control through the core, control through the shoulders, the glutes. One long line of energy from crown to tail. Beautiful. Lower the knee and get ready to extend that same arm as we bend through the elbows, spinal balance with a tricep extension. Bring it in and out. Exhale on the hardest part, the extension, and inhale. Beautiful job. Shoulders and hips are aligned. Again, find that length through crown to tail and pulse with a straight arm. Lift, 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 lift. Good, stay with it. Just a few more to go. And gently release. Beautiful job. Take a rest in child's pose. Stretch out wrists, tricep, whatever feels good in your feeling body. We've been working hard, so take this time to bring the heart rate back down with your breath. Take a moment of rest, a check-in. Notice the differences between right and left sides of the body, and nourish the rest here in this moment. Breathe in, and audibly breathe it all out. It's time to balance off right and lefts, so come to your all fours, grab that weight in the opposite hand, move into your spinal balance, extend the arm long, balance the hips and shoulders, pull the belly up into the spine. Here we go. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. This asana is about length. While we add some strength, let's start to pulse both arm and leg. Lift, 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 lift. Exhale, inhale. Keep the breath fluid and strong. Shoulders align with the hips, belly up into the spine. Hold here, helicopter out, one arm and one leg. Bring to center. Exhale and inhale. Now, if I'm going too fast, feel free to slow this down. Not necessarily speeding it up, because it's all about precision and control. Control through the core, control through the shoulders, the glute. One long line of energy from crown to tail. And get ready to extend that same arm as we bend through the elbows, spinal balance with a tricep extension. Bring it in and out. Exhale on the hardest part, the extension, and inhale. Beautiful job. Shoulders and hips are aligned. Again, find that length through crown to tail and pulse with a straight arm. Lift, 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 lift. Good, stay with it. Just a few more to go. And gently release. Beautiful job. Take a rest in child's pose. Stretch out wrists, triceps, whatever feels good in your feeling body. Take this time to bring the heart rate back down with your breath. Take a moment of rest, a check-in. This practice is all about stress and rest. There's a good time to stress and a good healthy stress for the whole body, and a time to rest. But it's time to work again, so let's go over to tabletop pose, hands and feet on the ground. We're lifted in a lifted position. Start to bend the elbows, dip the hips, and lift it up. Squeeze. Every time we lift, we make connection through the glutes, through the core, and through the back of the tricep. Lift and lower. Exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Focus, concentration, determination. Bring all the weight into the heels of the feet and lift the upper body. Squeeze. Inhale and exhale. One movement, one breath. Lift. And hold. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You've got this. Get ready for tricep double time. Press and lift, isolating through the tricep motion. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press. Elbows stay tucked in line with the shoulders, in line with the hips. Point those elbows back to the back edge of your mat. Squeeze the glutes and lift. Hold. One last hold. Squeeze. And gently release. Great job. Stretch out those triceps. Take whatever time necessary to move in and fill into your filling body, that somatic connection of awareness. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Grab onto your weights. We'll move down to our spines all the way to the ground, moving into some core and upper body extensions. Legs up to the sky. Press the spine into the mat. C shape, shoulder blades up off the earth. Bicep presses in and out. Exhale, inhale. Good. Isolate the core. Can you feel those zipped up tight jeans? Do you feel the navel pull into the spine? Are the knees kissing, ankles touching? Good. Let's reach across the chest now, one and then the other, moving into the obliques of the outsides of the abdominals. Reach, center. Exhale, inhale. Press. Press. Good. Bicep curls again for 7 and 6, 5. Rest the head whenever you need to find a little bit more rest, or come back up into your C shape. Press across the chest. 1 and 2. Breathe. Reach. Squeeze. Lengthen. You're doing a great job. Now lift it straight up to heaven. Drop the head. We'll roll up into a C-shaped position. Hold here. Belly into the spine. Lift one arm and then the other. So isolating core. Inner thighs are working, but we're also moving again back into the shoulder, the deltoid region. Lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Beautiful job. Stay focused, steady, and strong. Great job. Few more. And hold center. Breathe. Lower down, knees come into the chest. Roll yourself up to a seated posture. Keep a hold of your weights as we move into a bench press. Reach the arms long. Exhale, open the body. Inhale, lengthen. Press. Good. Exhale, inhale. Lift. Isolate your core. Feel the anchoring of your sitting bones to the mat. Maybe you go to a low boat to high boat. A little bit more strength here. If you need to modify this, drop back down. If you need to let go of the weights, let them down and assist your hands on the sides of your body, pressing and lifting. Hold your boat and gently release. Great job. Let's cool it down, stretch it out, extend the legs long, arms go high to the sky, seated, head forward fold. Take a moment, maybe you bend the knees, grab onto the ankles, thighs, toes, whatever feels best for your body to keep a long spine. Continue to open through your heart. Breathe. Relax into the dull, achy tension of your body. Let it all go. And rest. Good. Come back up. We'll take one arm across the body, stretch out through the shoulder, the arm, the bicep, deltoid, and then take the other side when you're ready. Deep belly breath in, and a long exhale out. Excellent job. Maybe you sit cross-legged on your mat to move into a couple other stretches. Tricep stretch behind the back. Feel into the space of tension where we've made that muscle strong and fatigued it. Swap sides when you're ready. Let's lengthen it out now. And move into your chest expansion behind your back. Open the heart. Maybe the head starts to lower towards the earth below. Hands rise up over the shoulders. Feel that lengthening through the chest. Extension through the spine. Softening through the breath. Come back up. Roll out the head and neck. Let's go ahead and move into a cow's face. So taking that tricep stretch, but if you can, clasp the one hand into the palm of the other hand on the other side while maintaining the openness through the chest. So if our fingers don't touch, on the second side, you may choose to even grab a weight to put some extension between the two or some space. The whole purpose of this posture is to stay open through the chest. So if we're trying to reach for those fingers and we've got our chin tucked to our chest, we're not really fulfilling the open heart expansion. So make those adjustments for your body, breathe into the space, and gently release it all the way out. We'll take the biggest breath that we've taken all day, rotate out the head and neck, fill the body full of lots of fresh blood and oxygen, rotate out through the spine, one direction and the other. Rotate out the shoulders. If you have some extra time, you could couple this practice with a full body release or an upper body release in the description below. Click on the link, rotate those arms forward to back, and thanks again for joining. Sending all my love and all my light. Namaste. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any future yoga practices.